Good morning. Abstinence. Experience strength and hope from members of Overeaters Anonymous. This one's entitled, Keep It Simple. Tradition 5 states, each group has but one primary purpose, to carry its message to the compulsive overeater who still suffers. What is the message? It is the message of abstinence and the possibility of recovery from the ravages of compulsive overeating. As it says in the OA preamble, OA is not a diet or calories club, nor is it group therapy, Al Anon, ACA, or any other 12-step fellowship. OA is the only group that addresses the needs of compulsive overeaters and the possibility of a daily reprieve from compulsive overeating. That is the message I feel needs to be shared in OA meetings. As the AA 12 and 12 states, in reference to the fifth tradition, better do one thing supremely well than many badly. That is the central theme of this tradition. The longer I abstain, which is 9+ years, the greater is my need to hear stories of recovery from compulsive overeating. Often, however, I hear people pitch other fellowships, non-conference approved literature, therapy, etc. I know I cannot control what is said in meetings, but I hope OA will come of age in this regard. My life depends on it. Still, I know that I must release the anger I feel about this matter. These days, I'm much more sensitive to it than I used to be, perhaps because I was once as guilty as the next member of not honoring Tradition 5. Tradition 1 is just as important. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on OA unity. In unity, there is recovery. Self-indulgence of my own needs, whims, and desires turned me into a round-the-clock binger and starver. In my experience, it is abstinence, and abstinence alone, that gives me the opportunity and the clarity to root out the defects that led to my overeating. The only way I can make progress is to put the group's needs ahead of my own and to carry the message of abstinence to others. And this message is from a member in Los Angeles, California. Yeah. It's so interesting to put myself in the shoes of that member, and I know for certain that my home 12-step fellowship is another fellowship other than OA. And that fellowship holds all of its manifestation from the primary fellowship that created any and all of them, or that helped bear. Good God, I can't speak this morning. I'm trying to be, politically correct and, recovery specific or whatever. It's so challenging. My sense, and I'm just going to rock honesty here, is that AA is the mothership, and, the big book is the mother book. Um, and I'm okay. I mean, me personally, I get abstinence is my absolute number one priority in my life. And to share that message and my experience, strength, and hope is all I can do, and I established myself in another fellowship for decades. And I went back. What's truly helped me completely strengthen my surrender and my awareness of said message and commitment to abstinence is going back through nearly all of AA literature, sitting around a table with, members with 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 years of experience in that fellowship, and coming to terms with how vital their message is of complete abstinence from all mood and mind altering substances, so that any manifestation of this disease of compulsion and obsession, and any and all the facets of character defects can be addressed. And and there's some language in here that, you know is it group therapy? Yes, it is group therapy. Hello, it is a group of people helping each other to get better. Group therapy. So yeah. Is it a multitude of fellowships? I mean, OA couldn't exist without AA. And there's a million other, not a million, there are there's a multitude of other fellowships that focus on specific aspects of the disease. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with anybody coming from any direction of this disease to get help. And with time, with whichever fellowship they've gravitated towards and whatever primary issue is in their life that they're grappling with, eventually they can start expanding out that concept of abstinence. My experience was that I had a specific drug that I never wanted to be a part of again, never experience again. And then I learned that I needed to let go of all the drugs, and especially the liquid form of drug, the alcohol. So alcohol and drugs was the main focus. And, the next, I didn't reach out for specific fellowship help with the cessation of nicotine and smoking. But it took me almost 20 years to finally let go of the nicotine and the smoking. And with the food, I explored OA, what is that, 20 years ago now? And I played around in it, and I had some seeming success for a little bit, but I wasn't quite ready to be fit. It conjured up, once I got fit, once I got to a goal weight and was in shape, I wasn't ready for what came with that. And so my disease ran off on, another 20-year roller coaster, up and down, yo-yo, teeter-totter, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes doing good, sometimes doing really bad. And then, the disease of manifested medical issues. And I've been working on that for a couple of decades now. And, I don't know. I don't know how to have a perfect message for any fellowship because I have experience. I have a lot of experience with two of them, and I'm not a member of OA. I don't attend OA meetings, but I'm gaining a lot of freedom from the OA literature. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that with any area of my disease, and I'm willing to look at any fellowship's literature. I've got Al-Anon stuff right here. I'm willing to get in there, work on relationship stuff. I'm willing to go to Codependence Anonymous, Coda, um, you know, whatever fellowship. I'm game. And if that blows apart traditions for anybody, okay, it's on you. That's the message that I get from this person. It'd be so interesting to hear this person and where they are now in their recovery and in their open-mindedness to solutions, um, both within and without any particular fellowships, any particular 12-step programs. Um, so it's an interesting topic. Now, the thing that I take away is my sponsor, and I totally agree with this, is that, you know, for me to do my best when I'm sharing at a specific meeting is to stay within that fellowship's literature and message. So at OA meetings, absolutely. I'm an overeater. I'm a member of Overeaters Anonymous. I know I just contradicted myself. But chances are is that I will go to another OA meeting. Just don't know when or where or why or when. But if and when, I will announce myself as an overeater and that I'm powerless over eating and food, and that I'm willing to submit and surrender to the 12 steps and the 12 traditions and the suggestions that come in and around and through Overeaters Anonymous. And if I need to seek help from any other 12-step fellowship and I attend their meetings, then I'm going to do my best to stay within the framework, the literature, and the idiom of that particular fellowship. So, anyways, traditions, rock on. Have a great day. I'm going to do my best to have an abstinent day today. I'm going to write down a food plan and execute that food plan. Cook up some food and bring it to work and not do any sampling at work and eating outside of that plan. 3 meals. Thanks. Have a great day.